What is up, beautiful people of the internet? I go by the name of Wesley, and today we're reacting to TierZoo's video abusing the game's physics engine. And this is how you know I am the GOAT of TierZoo reactions. I paused the video before the sound effect because I know how satisfying it is, and I didn't want to deprive y'all of having that little feeling you get in your tummy when it plays. So that being said, subscribe for more reactions, and let's just get into this. You're welcome. They're so loosey-goosey. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nani?
In every competitive game, it's inevitable that players will eventually discover ways to use the physics engine to their advantage.
That's so true. Look at the UFC this weekend. Aljamain Sterling tried to use the knee to the downed opponent rule to his advantage, but he got kneed in the head anyways. But then he won the belt from a disqualification. But it's true because it's competitive and they tried to game the rules. Sports and esports. Yeah.
From rocket jumping to wave dashing, dead
wave
angles
dashing
to
is
rocket
sick.
rides, emergent gameplay can be the key to taking your effectiveness as a player to the next level.
Hungry Box footage?
And outside.
TierZoo hates Hungry Box! There's so many clips they could have shown, and they showed Hungry Box getting yeeted. Oh! You Jigglypuff hater! Hungry Buff? TierZoo is a mango... TierZoo is a mango stand confirmed.
Is more different. There are abilities in the game that the devs designed to be used one way, but can also be extremely useful in entirely separate situations that the devs did not anticipate.
How did
this video, we'll look at 4 examples of builds tailored to take advantage of the physics and mechanics of the game. First, we have the Trapjaw Ant. This build is min-maxed.
Why does Trapjaw Ant sound like a rapper that would chart like 3 times and get a really like significantly placed feature, maybe on a Drake record, and then fall into obscurity in 2 years? But like, the music would be awesome.
To maximize damage.
Trapjaw Ant!
Its jaws are extremely powerful for its size.
That larva is
as you might expect,
so dead.
Putting so many evolution points into damage left very little to be used for mobility. In fact, ants in general aren't exactly known for their speed or agility. In the Arthropod Guild, burst mobility options, like the grasshopper's jump, require a pretty large investment. However, the Trapjaw Ant can get the best of both worlds. By using the move Bite on the ground, it can manipulate the physics of the game to launch itself into the air, granting a burst of mobility in crucial moments.
Look at it's like it launches itself. It's like it got grabbed and like thrown end over end. The thing is flipping like a freaking boomerang.
By doing this, it can maintain.
I thought it was whoa! Yeah, you missed, bitch. What? You're hiding in the sand? Not this ant. No, sir.
Maintain its high attack strength without leaving itself open to being trapped.
I thought
a similar thing can be done by.
I seriously thought that ant. I thought it was gonna be like graceful and it was gonna like bite and like some kind of like controlled flight through the air. No, that was the opposite of controlled. That was just like GTFO.
Using the move Headbutt while playing a beetle class.
What?
Beetles can use their heads to launch other players off-screen and into the blast zone. But the Click Beetle build uses it for another purpose. By using the move Headbutt without a target, the force of their attack can launch their character straight up into the air. This can be great for escaping grab combos or recovering from a stun. I hope you see what I'm getting at.
That's like those little poppers. You know the things I'm talking about? You would turn them inside out as a kid and set them on the ground, and then it would like pop back and jump. That beetle was like the living version of that, the sentient version. Are beetles sentient? I don't know. We'd have an argument about consciousness and like what level is it real consciousness and whatnot. But TierZoo can handle that much better than us.
Other than their intended purpose, can sometimes be extremely effective. Another example of this is the Cuttlefish.
That looks like Davy Jones.
Solid mobility and high intelligence.
Whoa.
The Cuttlefish has the highest stealth level of any build in the game. Its high stealth allows it to use the move Color Change and the move Shapeshift.
Whoa!
Both of these can be used in combination to achieve an unparalleled level of undetectability. But there are other uses for the Color Change ability. And no, Chameleon mains, I'm not talking about using it for an emote. I'm talking about Hypnosis. If you use color change and rapidly cycle through colors over and over, you can actually seriously mess with the graphics engine and cause other players' games to crash.
And I mean, you'll really make some stoners happy because those light combinations, those color combinations, look like every stoner's dorm room that I knew in college. And that's not an insult. Frankly, they had much better rooms than me, but they would just vibe. And I just loved when you could just sit in their rooms in the dark and just vibe.
This leads to a free win and a lot of salt from
Or like those those ads that they always show in TikTok compilations or in TikTok pages where they're trying to sell the LEDs that TikTokers have in the background. They got the idea from the cuttlefish.
But this doesn't mean crustaceans don't have their own secret advanced techniques too. The crustacean build's main strengths include high defense and
an excellent grab. Big
However, their abysmal intelligence level means ranged attacks should be off limits to them. But by putting as many points as possible into their grab move, they can increase the speed of the move to such a high level that it actually starts to mess with the physics of the game. By targeting the water in front of them with their grab attack, they can actually create a shockwave that can deal massive sonic damage to nearby players that might normally be too mobile to get grabbed by a crustacean. This means that players using the pistol shrimp build don't need to waste evolution points leveling up mobility, stealth, or intelligence in order to have a viable method of scoring eliminations. Maxing out their claw's grab move is the only thing they really need. The physics of the game does the rest of the work for them.
That's so cool. It's like a Kamehameha.
I know I said there'd only be 4, but I thought of another one while making this video, so here's a bonus example. Orcas are king of making physics do the work for them. They're easily one of the best I know I said there'd only be 4, but I thought of another one while making this video, so here's a bonus example. Orcas are king of making physics do the work for them.
Did you guys see how high he hucked that seal? What the actual hell? What the hell? What the hell? That was like 40 yards in the air. Like that field goal was good from the halfway point in a football field. That orca should kick for the NFL. That was insane.
They're easily one of the best builds the game has ever seen. They've got extremely high power, HP, and most importantly, intelligence. They're so effective in the pinniped matchup that their only real option is just to hide out on land. But this doesn't always work out for them. Orca's high intelligence allows them to use one of the nastiest team combos ever. By banding together and quickly swimming in a single direction in unison, their combined power and mobility creates a wave that can hit targets above the water, knocking them in. Now, they aren't the only build
that makes me so sad, because seals are like dogs of the ocean.
That specializes in knocking prey into the water. And in fact, I'm actually pretty hesitant when players from water biomes try to target outsiders, since that's a double-edged sword. Birds are a huge risk for players that use that strategy. But let's be honest, orcas are far too tanky to need to be concerned about that.
Yeah, why would they care?
Humans are the only non-marine build that can even give them any trouble. So they're free to manipulate the game physics to do their bidding. But understanding physics is tough, especially if you don't know where to start.
This is literal footage of me in my AP Physics test. Guys, I'm telling you, I have never felt... I took the AP Physics class in high school. It was fascinating. I actually really liked physics, but I wasn't very good at it, if I'm going to be really honest. I didn't study for the test because I kind of figured I didn't have a shot at it. And I took the test. I just remember, like, I felt such... I was so over my head that I wasn't even stressed. I read the questions and I just like had given up entirely to the point where like I didn't care. I was like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna fail. But I was like, F it, I'll give it a shot anyways. And so I just like used algebra. I didn't know how to do anything. I just used algebra to like solve for as many questions as I could, and I passed. Like I still to this day I think I might have just gotten lucky because I didn't know how to do anything. I just did like, I think I might have gotten like, because I did a lot of algebra that looked like I was showing my work, and I figured the AP test graders maybe didn't want to like go through all of the work that was shown in order to check if stuff was right or not, and there was partial credit. So I feel like I literally might be the first example of somebody who got no questions right in the entire test, and somehow like partial credited their way because of just like how how absurdly much work there was everywhere, and probably really hard to discern what the hell I was actually doing. So I probably got like 5 out of 10 on every question or something. They're like, oh, wow, this kid showed his work, but, you know, we don't want to read through all of it to see if he did the work right at all. So partial credit. And I passed. To this day, I have no idea how I passed that test, guys. I have no idea. Like, I came home and I told my dad, he's like, how'd it go? I was like, ha ha ha. I laughed. I was like, that went awful. There's no way.
Break physics down into individual solvable problems. It becomes a much less fascinating. Learn more about people that go. Thank you for watching.
That being said, TierZoo is amazing, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We've done a few of TierZoo's other videos. We've reacted to a few of them on the channel, so if you want to see those, check them out. And please comment down below if there's other TierZoo videos you want to see us do. I love doing them. If there's any other like nature channels that break stuff down in a really fun way, please comment them as well, because I'd love to react to more nature stuff. It's been really fun, and frankly, it's been pretty damn educational. We've been fun-jutained. Edutainment. Whatever 2 words you want to smash together. That being said, I love you guys. Hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Take care of yourself. Subscribe down below for more reactions. I'm Wesley, and I'm